All right, we're here with Rose. How you doing, Rose?
Good.
Rose is a Las Vegas showgirl that works on Fremont as fetish nun, correct?
Yep.
Okay, you're gonna tell us all about that. Do you give us permission to record you and post this interview online?
Yep.
All right, Rose, can you tell us a little bit about what a fetish nun does?
We just hang out and we take pictures for tips.
Okay.
Basically, just take pictures for tips.
Yeah.
We don't do much, but we hang out with friends and have a good time on Fremont Street. And
How many days a week?
depends on if we get a spot in the lottery, because it's a lottery every single day.
What made you get into this?
A few friends of mine had me go off and do it, and before you know it, I was a showgirl doing the nun, and we had fun. It was really good money, and then after Corona, it just went downhill, and people were lucky to make about $200-300 a night, maybe less than that, depending on the way Fremont was.
Wait, $200-300 a night's not bad.
No.
And then how many days a week do you work usually?
We tried, all showgirls usually try to work as much as possible, but it just depends on what we're doing and what kind of jobs we have.
Okay.
And some people have jobs outside of Fremont Street, and then some people don't. So some people are doing palm weaving and all that other stuff too.
What's palm weaving?
Basically using palms and making like bracelets and headbands and stuff like that, flowers.
Those are all over YouTube. You could check those out.
Yeah.
Are you on YouTube?
Yes, I am.
What's your name, stage name?
Well, I don't really have a stage name. Everybody just posts me on there.
Okay.
And so I don't really go on there to do the nun on there, but other people still record me and then put me on their social media.
What's the most you made in a night?
About 200.
You ever get hit on by men? I'm sure you do, but how
yeah.
pushy did they get?
Yeah, that's a big thing on Fremont Street, especially when they're drunk.
Yeah.
Us girls, we're very loyal on Fremont, so like we don't tolerate people doing that because it's harassment.
Yeah.
And so we're like very, very protective of that type of stuff. And so that's why we just do generous donations, because it's against the law to go off and charge. And so we just do what's best for us to try to make a living and take care of our kids.
All right. You know, my mom was there a few weeks ago. I took her, and some lady, you know how they ask for pictures? $20 or whatever. They asked her to do a picture. My mom said yes. She wasn't aware of it, and they were demanding that she give her $20, and she didn't have any cash on her. Can they do that, or is that illegal?
That's illegal. They're not supposed to charge. It's just generous donations or tips, depending on, mostly tips, which is basically what a generous donation is. Because some people just hand you a quarter and like they look at you crazy like it's an insult.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, like, it's mostly just generous donations. If they're charging, they're actually doing something illegal because they really ain't supposed to be doing that.
Okay. Yeah, she harassed her. She was traumatized. All right, you have a unique story. We'll come back to your current job as a fetish nun, but you have a unique story in that you struggled and you had a pretty tough childhood, but you managed to stay completely away from drugs and alcohol. Okay. Do you suffer from any mental illnesses or anything like that? And you never worked the streets?
No.
As a call girl or anything?
No.
Okay. I'm really interested to find out what kept you away from peer pressure as a student, as a child, and in high school. First of all, did you graduate high school?
I had a baby at the age of 19.
Okay.
And I had to quit school after 11th year. But I took care of my child and managed to be able to support my kid. Okay. And was doing caregiving, and I was a cleaner, and so that's how I basically took care of my son.
Okay, but you never graduated high school?
No.
And then how did you stay? Did you have peer pressure growing up? Like your friends smoking weed or?
I had friends that liked to smoke.
Yeah.
I was around it a lot because a lot of the school did it.
Yeah.
But I never wanted to get into it because I grew up in a very good environment where my mother and my parents always took care of me properly and made sure that I didn't do any of that, even cheat. And so I was always really loyal.
Okay.
And a very good friend.
You grew up with mom and dad?
Yeah.
Okay, they were involved in your life?
Yes.
No, was there any abuse?
No.
In the home?
No.
Any abuse by anyone, any other adults?
No.
And You still keep in touch with your family?
My mother.
Your mother, where does she live?
Where does she live right now? She's actually struggling, but right now she's basically staying in an elderly. Well, actually, no, not no more.
Yeah.
She's staying over at her friend's house now, but before she was actually inside of a old elderly guy's home, trying to survive and take care of herself, doing lawn work.
Is she in the area or in another state?
She's in the area, but not here.
Oh, okay. So, if you start making more money, you gonna help her, or?
I would help her because she's my parent, and I've been helping my family all my life.
Yeah.
And so I've always been very supportive of the people that I love, and I try to help them as best I can. Unless for some reason somebody loses my trust, then I just kind of stop. But most of the time, I'm usually very kind to people unless they really make me upset to the point where I stop helping them.
You look very young. How old are you?
Me, I'm 26.
26. Okay. So yeah, you just graduated. I mean, you would have graduated just a few years ago. So you went straight to work and you got pregnant. How many children do you have?
I have a total of 3.
Okay, and then you're pregnant right now.
Well, actually, no, this is my 3rd child.
How far are you along?
All the way almost 9 months pregnant.
Okay. Do you have support? Are you with the guy still?
Yeah.
You guys married?
No.
But he's gonna be there for the child?
Yep.
Okay. And where's your other children right now?
My other children, they're with grandma.
Oh, grandma. In the Vegas area?
Yeah.
Do you get to see your children?
Yes.
Oh, you do? So you're involved. What are your plans for the future? Say 2 years.
2
5
years,
years.
I'm hoping to be very stable, and right now I'm living with the guy that I have a kid with, of course, and then I'm also going off and trying to get a place to live in the process.
Okay.
And so I've been saving up to try to get a place before my baby's born.
Okay.
And try to make sure I have at least 2 to 3 jobs.
2 to 3 jobs? So you don't drink either?
No, I'm not a drinker.
So your friends that you have, do they use?
No, they do not. My friends are very good influences.
Yeah.
And they're very kind and supportive of me, and always been there for me since I've known them.
How about your other children? Is the fathers involved in their lives?
Well, I've only had 2, so the 2 were with grandma.
Okay.
And so this is barely the 3rd one, and the other ones, they're not. Yeah. But it was kind of a thing with a bad breakup, but I'm not really with him no more.
Yeah.
And so he's out of the picture.
Okay. But the children are taken care of, they get a lot of love, and then you're also involved with them. Have you ever had any legal issues in the past?
No.
No legal issues?
No.
So your record's clean?
Yep.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years again?
I see myself with a place, I see myself with money, and I see myself having a good career.
What career is that?
I'm hoping to be able to, I don't know, like, I'm still trying to figure that out. I would hoping trying to get a vehicle.
Yeah.
And try to get back in school.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Music industry.
The music industry, okay. What kind of music do you like?
I like to sing.
Okay.
Sing, and I like to dance, and I'm very talented with the violin.
Really? Music institution, there's online programs also. Yeah, you don't have to go to college route. There's trade schools, everything available now.
But I mean, that's kind of iffy right now, knowing I'm going to have a baby, so I really don't know what's going to happen.
So, what's your plans? Okay, you're going to have the baby, where are you going to stay?
I'm hoping to have a place. I don't know where yet, though.
Oh, okay. So, your mind's all there, you don't abuse drugs, you have a job, you have money saved up, and you have your boyfriend supporting you and his family?
Well, me and the guy that I'm with, we kind of do 50-50, so we basically help each other out. So even if we don't have, one of us don't have money, then the other one helps out, and then the other one has money, and stuff like that, trying to take care of the child and everything to make sure that by the time this kid's born, we both have enough to be able to support the child.
Now, you said that you had some difficult times in the past and you were homeless for a short period of time. Can you explain that time and what led to homelessness?
What led to homelessness? Rent issues.
Okay.
But it wasn't really that big of an issue. We just, it was after coronavirus. And so we had to leave. And so after that, we went to California and had to stay in a tent for like 2 months. But we managed to be able to live because we knew how to take care of ourselves, and plus they had entertainment down there, so I was able to do the nun down there too.
Where's that? Venice?
No, they actually stopped Venice with that. They make you now have to have a license to do it, and they don't like, I don't know. They just didn't like characters down there anymore. And then
what part of LA did you do that?
Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh, okay.
And so a lot of characters now go to Hollywood Boulevard to go off and street perform.
Okay.
And do entertainment and take pictures for tips.
Okay.
And it's basically the same rules down there. The only difference is you don't have to be in a circle. You just keep walking.
Where do you make more money, there or here?
I make more money here than I did there. But then again, it depends on the weather and it depends on the time frame.
The weather's probably better here, huh?
Yeah.
Because Fremont's closed off.
Yeah.
It's not like outside this, if it rains, you can still work up there.
Yeah.
What's the best thing about your life right now, Rose?
Between me having a baby and having friends that support me, I think that's like the best thing I have right now. And just trying to keep me strong and try to go off and let me know that everything's gonna be okay. Even though I'm staying with my fiance and we're trying to get a place to live. And so no matter what, like, they're always supporting me all the time to make sure that everything's gonna be all right.
That's awesome. What did you want to become when you were a little girl?
When I was a little girl, same thing. I wanted to be a singer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. You think you can share something with us?
Not at the moment.
No? What kind of singer?
Well, with me, I wanted to be I guess a rock singer.
Okay.
And my daughter, she loves opera.
Opera?
Opera, yeah. She's like a little opera singer. She's 3 years old.
That's awesome. Well, what kind of music do you like?
Me, I like rock music, I like country music, and I like, depending on the blues, I like some blues.
Yeah.
And I like some metal, depending on the metal.
What's your favorite song of all time?
Favorite song of all time? I would have to say I grew up with the Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
And the Lost Boys.
Okay.
And so those are the main two that I really grew up on. So they were like my favorite music.
Favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie, 50 First Dates.
I never seen that one.
It's actually a really good movie.
Is it?
And Medea.
Medea?
The two biggest ones that I really like.
That's awesome. What's your favorite color?
Favorite color, purple.
Purple? Why is that?
I've always liked purple and purple, red. They were always my favorite colors because everybody used to say I looked really good in purple and red.
Okay.
So.
Now, since you've had a lot of success and you never really dabbled into drugs, but you have been homeless, what would you say to a young person wanting to be cool and do drugs with their friends in junior high or high school? How would you talk them out of it? Since you've probably seen a lot.
How would I talk them out of it? Yeah. I would tell them, like, why don't you do something other, like, with your time, like go off and do something educational that would that you really like in your life, instead of doing this to try to help you cope out, try not to do drugs. Because if they could find their mind on something different, like if they're stressed out, then it could help them in the future with not wanting to go off and do what they're doing now. And also, another thing is, like, with drugs, is like, I've noticed that a lot of kids, they do it because they're stressed out, or they have peer pressure or depression, or they want to commit suicide or something like that. Like, I tell them, like, just go off and try to think of something else and think of, like, the happy things that you have in your life, and think of what you got in front of you, and try to think about that instead of what you could be doing that's like people are trying to con you into doing, or walk away from the situation when they're trying to go off and have you do drugs. And that way you don't get involved in it, and that way they become in a better type of life than what they're doing now.
Who were your role models when you were growing
Believe it
up?
or not, a lot of my friends.
You had good role models. You still talk to any of them?
Yeah.
Do you? You guys keep in touch?
Yeah.
You're so, I forget, you're so young. Yeah, so you had great role models, good parents. Yeah, some of these kids, some of these people I've talked to have had traumatic experiences in the past, so it's hard for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you. Can we come back and do an update on you in a few months maybe?
Oh, yeah.
If I see you, and then real quick, do you have a social media or anything that people can find you and maybe offer you donations or something?
I do go on Angel Sykes 2000.
Okay.
And that's actually my Cash App.
You have an email?
angelsykes2000@gmail.com.
angelsykes2000@gmail.com. Well, Rose, thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you, and you're very inspirational, and I'm very, I look forward to seeing what you're doing in like in a year.
Yep.
So everything's going. I hope your little baby is healthy and is due what?
Probably August 5th or sooner.
August
I
5th
think
or
sooner.
sooner? Oh, man. All right. Thank you so much, Angel.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right.